If WWE really thought Rock and Roman was the best option, they were wrong. But I do think that WWE had a plan in this. I don't think they knew the backlash that they were going to receive all the way to The Rock. Before we get into today's video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And the Cody Rhodes story, going from undesirable to undeniable, Cody won the Royal Rumble again this year in 2024, and just when we all thought he was going to finish his story at WrestleMania, The Rock came out on SmackDown, the two shook hands, and Cody Rhodes seemingly walked out of the ring. And we don't have a particular match set up for WrestleMania as of this recording, as the WrestleMania press conference is taking place on Thursday, which may announce or may not announce some matches to take place. And it's very surreal to think about, as fans were chanting "Rocky sucks" on Monday Night Raw, which even Michael Cole said it best, he hasn't heard that since 1996, so it's almost like we're living in a different timeline. People booing The Rock. The last time that this happened was merely at the Royal Rumble 2015 when The Rock helped Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble match. And many people in the community are wondering whether this is a work, whether this is a shoot, whether Rock and Roman is happening at WrestleMania, or whether it's going to happen at WrestleMania 41, whether The Rock will be the special guest referee, whether it will be a triple threat match. And I'm here to give my opinion to this topic. Now, I'm going to start out by saying this. If you are a wrestling fan that is wishing death threats upon someone, another wrestler who's not even in this situation, or just death threats in general directed to The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, or anyone in WWE, please stop. That is just uncalled for in this business. It's just ridiculous that we're still going through this with Twitter, where people are going after The Rock's daughter. Like, enough. Like, she had nothing to do with this whole situation, and there's no reason why you should be wishing death threats on someone. Now, ignoring the extremists out there, there are many fans that want to see Cody Rhodes finish his story, hence the hashtag #WeWantCody, and then there was a hashtag #WeWantRocky that trended all throughout the weekend. And I mean, Monday Night Raw was off the chain, like I said, because of the Rocky sucks chants, and also the positivity being shown from the crowd towards Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes might have got one of his best ovations and most support in his career in St. Louis. And the crowd did boo when Seth Rollins said that he wanted to face Cody Rhodes because he had to prove it to himself. And we didn't get an answer from Cody Rhodes on what's happening at WrestleMania. Now, he did put up a tweet online, and he talked in front of the live crowd after Monday Night Raw was over, saying how much he appreciates the passion, but to trust him, and I'm not sure where this is going. Now, here's where my opinion comes into play. Because of CM Punk's injury, that The Rock came back to fill in that spot, and they were going to move Cody Rhodes over to the Seth Rollins match, which I'm here to tell you, no. And the reason why I say no is because you clearly can see his segment with Jinder Mahal, where Jinder Mahal was actually able to get some shots in on The Rock. Now, it doesn't mean that we have footage of him training in the ring, getting ready for this match, but it basically shows that The Rock was ready to go. And why would he call out Roman Reigns, saying that he wanted to sit at the head of the table if it wasn't going to lead to anything else? Now, does this necessarily mean he is taking Cody Rhodes' spot? On SmackDown, it confused a lot of fans. Roman Reigns really just roasted Seth Rollins in the World Heavyweight Championship, calling it second class, and then also saying that everyone that's challenged for it, including Seth, is basically a loser because they've lost to him. Then Cody Rhodes came out, and watching this live, I thought, Cody Rhodes, this is the setup, this is the build-up to what we're going to get in Philadelphia. And then he said he wasn't challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came out, and getting into that ring, he had a stare down with Cody, the two shook hands. He whispered something into his ear, and then Cody left the ring. He looked back at The Rock and Roman with the WrestleMania sign in the background and walked away. The Rock stayed looking at the ramp, and then finally turned around and had a stare down with Roman Reigns. Now, watching this segment, I'm sure a lot of you felt this way I felt confused. It wasn't so much that I was angry or sad, it was just weird. The reason why I say it was weird is because we've never really seen something like this where the Royal Rumble winner shake hands with someone that hasn't been in the company for a long time and seemingly gives his spot against Roman to The Rock. It was kind of weird and strange in a way. And I saw it debated in my community Discord. I saw it debated all over the internet. It's still being debated right now, and we don't have a clear indication which way this is going. I am leaning more towards the side that this is a whole work. Granted, you could say, well, wouldn't The Rock not want this much hate online? And which I would agree with you. However, I don't see WWE not doing this match and having it be a triple threat match. And here's the layout I think that this is going to go. And again, this is merely my opinion. And this is kind of how I would book the road to WrestleMania. I think at the WrestleMania press conference, The Rock vs. Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 40 is going to be announced. And with that said, a lot of people are going to assume that Cody and Seth are going to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship, in which I don't think that's going to be announced, and I don't think Cody Rhodes is going to reveal who he is going to challenge yet. You see, WWE has the interesting opportunity to capitalize on this situation and keep people invested and unsure of what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Say for instance, next Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins does the same thing he did last Monday and calls out Cody Rhodes to the ring and asks him, "Are you going to challenge for my world championship?" And then all of a sudden, DDP comes out. And you might ask, why DDP? Well, DDP was close with Cody's father. They were really good friends outside of the wrestling business and in the wrestling business. And DDP has been alongside Cody Rhodes for a lot of his journey, including All In, where he won the NWA Championship. DDP asked for this time alone with Cody, and Seth respects it. And DDP tells Cody Rhodes, you have to finish your story, not only just for you and your family, but for your father. And we could even see the likes of Arn Anderson show up and do the same thing to Cody. And Nick Aldis would have invested interest in Cody Rhodes, seeing how he let Cody on SmackDown. Even when Cody beat up the Bloodline on SmackDown, he was frustrated, but Cody didn't suffer a fine or anything like that. And given their history, as Cody Rhodes was the one to beat Nick Aldis for the NWA Championship, and then Nick Aldis would win it back. So their history really ties in with this story. And then whenever The Rock and Roman Reigns decide to have their contract signing, they're about to sign the dotted line, and the two do, and Nick Aldis basically says, well, there's one more individual that has to sign this contract, and it is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Both The Rock and Roman Reigns would not be happy because A, Roman Reigns does not like Cody Rhodes, and B, Cody just gave The Rock to a silver platter, and now he is intervening in this match. And for a match that is personal, the head of the table, The Rock and Roman Reigns, it would also be personal for Cody Rhodes as it involves his family. Both of these men, The Rock and Roman Reigns, know Dusty Rhodes. They have a prior history to him, and in order to be the head of the table, you have to be the WWE champion. That is proven with Roman Reigns' championship reign. The whole point of the head of the table is to be the WWE champion because that is the biggest prize in the world of pro wrestling. In my opinion, Cody Rhodes has to finish this story at WrestleMania, and I think this is the best way to do it. Cody should be the one to take the belts off of Roman at this show at an historic date, and that's the way I would do it. You could also have The Rock decide to be the special guest referee. After all, Cody Rhodes said he decided to take counseling from The Rock. This could be a swerve all along, and The Rock is the referee and make sure that the Bloodline doesn't interfere and hits a few rock bottoms on Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, and could help put over Cody Rhodes, and then start to long build Roman Reigns versus The Rock at some point, whether that's SummerSlam or WrestleMania 41. But if The Rock has already been training to do this match, I think a triple threat would be amazing. I personally will be in Philadelphia for WrestleMania, and to see The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and the WWE Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns in the same ring in a triple threat match would be tremendous. And all of these men have something personal and have one common goal, and that is to be the WWE champion, because that is the pinnacle of what wrestling is all about, and especially in the world of WWE. If that is announced for night two, it doesn't even matter what other matches are on that show. That show is automatically boosted. With the hashtags We Want Rocky and the hashtags We Want Cody, this would intercept perfectly together, and what a triple threat this would be. And just because it's a triple threat doesn't necessarily mean that the Rock and Roman Reigns storyline would be over after WrestleMania. Seeing if Cody Rhodes wins the championship, then they don't have to have the championship involved over it. That way the head of the table could just be about the family drama and not just about the championship. And imagine if Cody Rhodes beats Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and then Roman Reigns comes back 6 months later to attack Cody violently, just like he did with the Wreck Everyone and Leave t-shirt. And at the end of the day, if WWE really thought Rock and Roman was the best option, they were wrong. But I do think that WWE had a plan in this. I don't think they knew the backlash that they were going to receive all the way to The Rock. And at the end of the day, you cannot build up someone for an entire year to get back to this point and give it to someone who's not really around the WWE. It just really disrespects the amount of work you've done, and it's no disrespect to Seth Rollins as the World Heavyweight Champion. Cody Rhodes was back in WWE to finish the story, and having this opportunity in front of him, he should take it. It shouldn't be passed up upon, since he won the Royal Rumble 2 times in a row, something that hasn't been done since the likes of Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and Hulk Hogan. The Rock said it online the best: the long game. And this long game to get here in 2024 may just work out. As if it's a triple threat, I think it could be one of the greatest triple threat matches that WWE will ever put on. With the amount of electricity and story that could be put into this wrestling match, it would be off the charts. I can only imagine how 80,000 people in Lincoln Financial Field are going to feel when this match kicks off. You know, there's a lot of negativity going around the community around the Royal Rumble, and it wasn't just because of the show, like bad aspects of the show. It was more so because of the Vince McMahon scandal coming out. And WWE have seemingly pushed that under the rug because of all the Rock and Cody Rhodes stuff going on, and it's a temporary thing right now for it to kind of overshadow what's going on with the federal government and Vince McMahon, but it will be reoccurring. But this is WrestleMania season. This is supposed to be WWE's biggest time of the year. So, was this a smart move? Kinda, because nobody really is talking about Vince McMahon anymore. They're talking about The Rock, and they're talking about Cody Rhodes and the dilemma that we're in. So in that case, like I said in the beginning, I kind of think it is a work, but I wouldn't be surprised if WWE thought to do The Rock and Roman Reigns and didn't think there would be that much backlash, and we are kind of moving in to a triple threat match. But honestly, I think a triple threat match between Cody, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Roman Reigns was the plan all along for WrestleMania 40. We'll just have to see how that particularly plans out with WrestleMania 40. I hope that Cody Rhodes gets to finish this story. I think it's going to happen, but I'm hoping that WWE does the right thing here and they let Cody finish his story with the hashtag We Want Cody. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments section. I know this is a hot button topic around the community. I'll be watching the press conference. Hopefully we'll have some content about that. What's the come of it? Whether Roman and Rock is happening, Seth and Cody, or there be a triple threat, and then it leaves Seth open for a #1 contender. We'll have to see how that all plays out. Give this video a like if you already haven't, and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And thanks for checking out The Anthony Leonetti Show. If you've missed any videos, what are you waiting for? Check them out here.